3, 2, 1, live.
Oh, don't give me the bird.
They don't know what I'm doing on this side.
Okay, hey everyone, I'm Paul Mr. Cleveland, living in the city of Cleveland, the state of Cleveland, in the United States of Cleveland. What the? We got movies on! You got movies on! Help it. You heard us right, it's Movie Sign, and today's episode is The Little Mermaid. That's why I'm wearing a DuckTales shirt. Now, there's a little bit of reasons in that, because
it's Disney, I guess, right?
Well, yeah, but also Disney Renaissance, that this was a TV series that was part of Disney Renaissance, and Little Mermaid came out at the same time, Roger Rabbit, breathe! But the other reason why I'm doing this episode is because the guy who did Sebastian passed on. So, and it's a good coming-of-age film, released in '89, and
oh, wow, 1989.
yeah,
jeez.
And it's Disney's biggest film since the Disney era, basically.
Right, while he was still alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it starts with a bunch of seafarers in the Atlantic talking about mermaids and fishing and what have you, and Eric was having a good time with our hero, but Grimsy was getting seasick. He's the old-looking frail guy.
Oh, okay.
He's getting seasick, and they're talking about King Triton, the mer people, sirens. And this is based upon the book of Hans Christian Andersen, the Danish, and I'll get to that a little bit later. So then we see the opening credits, and mer people are going to see King Triton's performance and Ariel's performance. And actually, Mickey and his friends are in that. I still can't see them. It's like, because there's what they call hidden Mickeys.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, yeah, you'll see them in the concert. So, yeah. So, Ariel's older sisters are there. They all start with the letter A. And they say, "Here comes Ariel! Ariel!" Ariel and Flounder were swimming around looking for treasure in the sun. Yeah, it'd be interesting if it was in 1912. You should see the Titanic. Ariel. Look, I'm thinking
Ariel in the Titanic.
Yeah, and she falls in love with Leonardo DiCaprio. She gives him life.
Wait, wasn't that just an episode of Futurama? No, that was Atlantis.
Yeah, that's a good episode. Why can't it be the opposite mermaid? So, yeah, and Ariel and Flounder gets caught by a shark. The shark chases them, and because no, not sharks. Flounder, don't be such a guppy. But I'm not a guppy. I'm a flounder. And so, and they catch the shark, and because it gets caught in the anchor thingy, and Flounder taunts the shark, and they go to the surface where we see Scuttle, the seagull, played by Buddy Hackett. Mermaid off the pork barrel! Israel has the most hospitals. Because he said that once in Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
And Ariel found this thing.
Oh, whatchamacallit? Or is it a doohickey?
It's a dingle hopper.
Oh, a dingle hopper.
They use these to straighten their hair. It'd be a little bit painful. And this is a snuff black. Music. Nelson Riley.
Okay.
Because we were watching Match. I was watching Match Game.
Yeah, I know. You're watching Match Game. You're talking about, The Little Mermaid.
And Ariel forgets that she was supposed to have that concert debut and the hipster Ariel thing they did early. My father's gonna kill me. So she swims back to the ocean, and Ursula is kind of like watching her and stalking her with her eel friends, like, because she's been banned from Triton's palace for some apparent reason, and so Ariel has
probably because she's evil.
Yeah, so King Triton. So Ariel has to face the consequences. So her father chews her out, and Flounder says, "But we having an adventure, and then we went up to the surface. I was like, you went up to the surface again? Those humans would come and. Wait a minute. Shouldn't be the opposite. I think mermaids were the ones who trapped humans.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Because sirens, mermaids.
Technically, yes. You went into the Forbidden Zone. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, no, that's Planet of the Apes. Oh. Well, what is it in the Lion King?
That secret area.
Right. That's each one of these movies. There has to be some place where you can never go. It's a bunch of allegory. It's like the Garden of Eden. You can't eat from that tree.
Like the Beast, played by Kelsey Grammer, or was it Ford Johnson? Don't go into the West Wing. Why not? It's forbidden.
And don't eat the yellow snow.
I'm really solved from a cue card here.
All right, just go on.
So Ariel says, "Daddy, you're treating me like a child. I'm only 16. Get out of my face." And then Sebastian's like, teenagers, we give you an inch and they swim out right all over you. And so Ariel goes to her little hideout, which has all this stuff that fell out of ships, and like there's books, there's statues, there's even paintings that are still intact in the ocean. But when they all wear out, it's because of sea water and what have you.
Right. You know, it's movie cartoon illogical logic. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. And people wonder why I'll talk that word pants will put a towel around his waist after taking a shower. So, but the Chandler. So Ariel sees. So Sebastian says, "Don't let your father know about this." But then Ariel sees the ship, and Eric is having a birthday party with all his friends, and Max the dog, the sheepdog. If we get a sheepdog, and if it's a male, I'd like to call it Max.
You can name it Max if it's a female, too.
True. I would have named it Martha.
Okay. Oh, right, the Beatles song.
Mm-hmm. So, Martha, my dear.
You know, that sheepdog's probably my favorite character in the movie.
Yeah. So, then Eric got a birthday gift, and it's like, he hated it. It's like, yeah, that isn't me. And
that was supposed to be a painting of him or something?
Oh, no, statue.
Oh, it's a statue of him.
And it makes it look cool, like, it's like, that's why you didn't care for it. It's like, there's supposed to be like a marriage post statue, but unfortunately, it's like, everyone's wondering, are you ever going to get married? Because
he's gay.
But, well, when you're 16, and actually is like around that time, that's when people...
Was he only 16 also?
I don't know. But, yeah. So, then suddenly a hurricane comes by and the ship sinks. So, and Ariel saves Eric from drowning. Is he dead? Scuttle's hearing his foot. I can't hear a heartbeat. Oh, wait, he's breathing. He must be alive. I like Scuttle because he's so bird-brained.
Yeah, it's funny. And he's supposed to be the wise one.
And also being Buddy Hackett, too.
And Buddy Hackett, yeah.
He was a great actor.
Very, very funny comedic actor.
So, yeah. And then, so, the thing is, Ursula, so Sebastian tries not to tell King Triton because he's, like, guarding Ariel, what have you. But, unfortunately, Ursula is planning, like, diabolical plans for King Triton. Oh, so I want to be queen of the ocean. Sounds like Tim Curry, not Pat Carroll. But, so, and I'll have the prison of worms. So back at the palace, Ariel's on cloud nine. She's so happy. She meets Eric for the first time, and it's like, I'm in love. And Triton thinks that, oh, so who's the perfect mermaid? And there's a groundhog out there. They used to eat you back then.
Don't say random weird things about stuff people can't see.
Okay, fine. But
there's a window over there. I guess there's a groundhog outside. You want me to pan over?
No. Okay. So, but yeah, then. So Sebastian tries to tell Ariel, but the human world is a mess. Under the sea is where you should be. Yeah. Under the sea. I'm not a sea. I thought it was I'm not a sea when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
Because one motto reads like, hold Sarah Tony Danza.
Right.
But so Flounder tells Ariel the surprise, and for some apparent reason, the statue of Eric fell into her collection stuff. And
I like when you say some apparent reason.
And Sebastian tries not to tell everything, but I couldn't help it. Ariel's in love with a human. And Triton's like, rude. And when Triton says, like, look, that guy's a human. You're a mermaid. It won't work. Besides, they're dangerous. And then Ariel drops the ball, saying, Daddy, I love him.
Uh-oh, love.
Oh no! So Triton shows his tough love by destroying all the stuff, even though they should have been destroyed in the first place.
Right.
So, and Triton thought maybe Ariel was too tough, but he saw Ariel crying. No, why'd you have to tell on me? And that's when the eels spot her. It's like, someone can help you. Her name is Ursula. And then
we are Siamese, if you please.
And then that's where the eels meet up with, take her to Ursula. Come in, my dear. We mustn't lurk around doorways. It's rude. So basically, Ursula gives it's like, so the thing is, I'll give you 3 days to be with Eric, and you got to kiss him after the 3rd sunset. And not just a simple kiss, not like a peck on the cheek or anything, a kiss of true love. And if that's the case, you're his forever. But if not, you're a mermaid, and you're mine forever.
That's where there's all the seaweed people or whatever, right?
Yeah. And then she's like, what I want from you is your voice. Oh, that my voice? How do I boobs? That's another picture thing. Yeah, but she kind of said that, but not really. Yeah, that's a picture too. But so Ariel signs a contract. She replaces her leg with her voice of the JJ, and
well, the legs.
Yeah. So, yeah. But that's another picture.
Man, you're into some weird stuff on the internet, man.
And so, and yeah, that's. I hope you're liking our show, and I encourage you to watch The Little Mermaid. It's a great Disney Renaissance film. It's a great coming of age film. And for some weird reason, I have some. It kind of has a little hint of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, but not as much because if it's like a Disney film, it's set in the ocean. It's based on Hans Christian Andersen. But yeah, we have other shows. So, and somebody like my former acting for camera teacher actually is enjoying this. So,
oh, nice! Thanks for watching.
So, click the like button, subscribe, get notified, and
that's so loud all the time.
I'll do what Will Ferrell did in the cow sketch. Like,
don't. That's not as effective, but that was funny.
But yeah, so Scuttle's wondering. So you got no seashells? No, she's got legs, and she doesn't know how to use them.
Wait, is that an actual line in the movie?
No.
Oh, that would have been funny though.
But so Scuttle dresses Ariel in one of those sail masts, the sails. So, and Eric's like, "Hey, you look real familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?" And Ariel tries to say her name, but then she's doing all this sign language. It's like, "Oh, call him, Ariel, call him."
Because it turns out, since she had to give up her voice to have her legs, she couldn't even talk.
Right.
Although you would think you would recognize the woman who saved your life. Mm-hmm. But again, he was kind of half knocked out when it happened.
Right.
Right.
And so, yeah, then, so Ariel's getting, so the people are getting Ariel ready for her dinner dates and with Eric, and Sebastian is getting scrubbed in the wash with the cleaning ladies and the.
Wait, what?
They're washing clothes.
Oh, the cleaning ladies. Oh, they're washing her.
And
that's weird.
And then Sebastian gets thrown into the kitchen with a French chef. Like in these movies, everyone from France is a chef. So I love to make the food, and I'll stuff you with. I'd like to see if there is such thing as stuffed crab. Or how
there is stuffed crab.
Or how I last some king crab. Ooh, That's
Robin Williams was not the chef.
I know, but there's a cameo with Sebastian in Aladdin.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Sebastian thought he was going to be dinner, but it was Grimm's meal, and then Ariel blows smoke in Grimm. That's kind of cancel called. Like, what the? Oh my!
Because she thinks it's an instrument, right?
And she does the
right.
And the smoke goes all in front of his face. Ash.
Okay.
So Ariel had a great night, and she's enjoying time in her bed, and unfortunately back in Atlantica.
Wait, it's called Atlantica?
Yeah, because there was a prequel to the Little Mermaid series, and that's what they called it.
Okay.
And Triton was like very upset because he's still forlorn and lamenting. It's like, was I too hard on her?
I don't think you were, Sebastian.
This is what Seahorse said.
Uh-huh.
And then the next day, Ariel and Eric have a fun time in town. And that night they have the...
And that's when they go on the magic carpet ride and sing It's a Wonderful World?
No.
That's not
it's
that.
It's a wonderful life. Mary!
Mary!
So, yeah. But Eric and Ariel have the boat ride, and it's like, come on, and kiss the girl.
Oh, yeah, the song.
And they're about to kiss, and
And they crash.
No, the eels.
Oh, the eels knocked the boat over?
It's like, that was too close. I'll get him, then wriggle like a worm on a hook. And then Ursula turns into Vanessa. And Vanessa tries to woo Eric and hypnotize him. You're mine now. And Eric's like, really? I love her. We're going to get married tomorrow at sunset. It's like he's like a zombie or mummified or robot or something. So he's blinded by fake love.
Oh.
Yeah, so and Scuttle's like, wow, there's gonna be a wedding. And then when he flies to the ship, it's like, oh, what's this wedding gonna be like? You know, Ariel realized that it was not gonna be her and Eric. It's gonna be Ursula Vanessa Eric.
Bum, bum, bum.
And then Scuttle looks in the mirror, and Vanessa is like, Vanessa is Ursula! Ursula is Vanessa! Finkel is Einhorn! Einhorn is Finkel! Einhorn is a man!
I kissed a man!
And I liked it!
Okay, that's just...
So Scuttle gets all the sea creatures, the seals...
Hey, H, you got any more of that gum? Mind your own business, Dan Marino.
And then Seal the Singer and Walrus and Lennon and I'm just making stuff up. But the sea creatures try to stop the wedding, and even though there was a bishop's like
that's the bishop with the huge erection, right?
Yes. Yeah. Even though they say it was a knee, but he was a little excited.
Yep.
Maybe the bishop should have had Vanessa. Or Ursula.
Well, hey, that would have been the happy ending for the both of them.
Yeah. But unfortunately, the seashell that Ursula captured the voice in breaks and jumps back into Ariel's mouth. And Ariel tries to explain, Eric, I really wanted to tell you that you're too late. The sun has set.
Now, quick question here: did Tim Robbins do the voice of Ursula?
No. It was Pat Carroll.
Yeah, well, you sound like Tim Robbins. Is that the right guy?
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
I'm just a sweet transvestite.
I'm just an evil female octopus.
Yes.
I'm here to wrap my tentacles around your testicles. Ho, 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 ho.
Okay.
Yeah, that was weird.
So then Eric tries to save Ariel again, while Ariel gets sent back to Ursula's because the thing is, she was obviously too late for the whole thing. But then Sebastian tells Triton, and Triton's like, "So we meet again, Ursula." So Triton sacrifices his life for his own daughters. Because the contract.
Yeah, he signs a contract. That's where there's all those weird like seaweed people, right?
Yes, and first because Ariel signed the contract first, and then Triton.
Triton saves his daughter by signing a contract.
No.
How does he save her?
Because he sacrifices.
Oh, I get it.
And then,
right. So he takes her place in the weird seaweed garden.
And then Ursula takes ground in the Triton thing. He's like, now the ocean is mine. and Eric tries to kill Ursula, but first time, but Ariel.
It's a children's cartoon, right?
Right, and Ariel shoots, and Ariel makes Ursula miss first, and Ursula kills her own eel friends. Oh, my poor little poopsies! My baby, my poopsies!
She actually calls them poopsies?
Yes!
All right, well, that's weird too, man.
Well,
it's a weird damn movie, man.
Well, you can tell how crazy the 80s millennials are doing this kind of stuff.
All right, just go on.
And so Ursula becomes Super Ursula. I am now a giant. And Eric takes the ship that was once shipwrecked, and before, as Ursula's about to stab, decides to trap. Ursula traps Ariel in the whirlpool, and Eric just stabs her by the side, like,
Does he throw the trident at her?
No. The ship stabs.
Oh, the ship's broken mast.
Yeah, right. And it's like, I'm melting. Oh, what a world. And so it disappears, and the spell is broken, and all the seaweed worm thingies turn back into mer people.
Oh, kind of like the end of the Wizard of Oz, or I'm sorry, Oz. A bright new day. It's a bright new day. And they're all dancing around naked or something. Right?
Underwear.
Oh, in their underwear, right.
And I was watching that Nipsey Russell. Tina. To be honest, I kind of like The Wiz better than The Wizard of Oz.
You would.
Well, it's campy.
Do you know who wrote it?
Was it Quincy Jones?
No, the guy. Well, he was a producer on it. The guy who directed the third and fourth Batman movies wrote it. That Bruckett? No. What's his name?
I was thinking of the guy who directed Network.
No. That weird dude who directed the third and fourth. What is his name?
I don't know.
They make fun of him on your least favorite show all the time. That critical nostalgia guy.
Is the guy who wrote Batman Forever and Batman?
The one who directed those two, or not Bruckenheimer, whatever it is. That same guy.
So
right. Anyway.
So yeah, and we see Ariel looking at Eric, and she's doing that the statue in Copenhagen, the Little Mermaid statue.
Okay.
It looks very similar towards it.
Okay.
That's if you look at the statue and then that scene where she's staring at it, it's like, whoa, she really loves him. And then Triton is getting less ignorant towards people. It's like he's seeing like maybe not all humans are dangerous,
except for the ones that killed his wife.
Yeah.
Isn't that what happened?
Probably.
Every single damn Disney movie, mother dies of Disney hates women disease.
Well,
oh hey, there's no mom around. Or when there is a mom around, you make sure she's murdered quickly, Bambi.
Yeah, or they had the wicked stepmother.
Yeah, and then there's wicked stepmothers, right?
So
even the women who come back into your life, they're even worse.
And so Triton gives Ariel legs, and
wait, that was a power he had the whole time?
Yeah.
What a jerk!
And Triton's like, I'll make her happy, but you're gonna miss her. I know. And the thing is, and then Ariel and Eric get married, and the chef's chasing Sebastian. The Carlotta, the maid, is crying because I always cry at weddings. And Triton makes a rainbow, and all the mer people were invited to, and even Triton jumps up to embrace Ariel, and Ariel
And
says,
then he dies immediately. No.
and Ariel's like, Daddy, I love you. And they lived happily ever after.
Couldn't he just give himself legs? Is that not how that works?
I don't know.
Oh, whatever.
Well, then they lived happily ever after until the direct-to-video,
Yep.
which came around 10 years later. Little Mermaid 2 returns to sea. No, not Little Mermaid 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, but now there's a new Little Mermaid movie coming out.
Is it the live action one?
Yeah, it's
the live action.
Yeah, it's called The Little Mermaid. We're in it.
We're in it just for the cash.
I was thinking about that Spaceballs thing.
Right.
Darn it!
I think it's in it for the cash or something like that.
No. That sounds like a Zappa album.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Well, as I'm saying this, the thing is, it was based upon the Hans Christian Andersen book, and it's different than. So this film's a little more different than the story itself, because in the book, it's actually mermaids live up to be 300 years and then they turn into foam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here it is. Little Mermaid, search for more money.
Search for more money. Got it.
So,
search for more.
Yeah,
money.
and this, they turned.
Which technically isn't a lie with the Spaceballs one because they were in a search for money. So, I mean,
wants.
Yeah.
But so yeah, in the Hans Christian Andersen book, mermaids live up to, but the Little Mermaid, or like the youngest of the bunch, wants to know more about human life.
Right.
And it's actually about like the afterlife, basically, and then she deals with Sea Witch, and it's like, but her feet feel like there's going to be an extreme pain, and she's supposed to kill the hero.
Oh, wow.
But unfortunately, she fails, and she is now living in heaven.
Oh, okay, so she dies.
Yes. But, well, actually, the Murrays were going to die anyhow.
Right, but since she dies as a human, she gets to go to heaven or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All
yes.
right. Yeah,
So I wonder if Hans Christian Andersen was a Lutheran. Because Denmark and Lutherans, and probably.
Could be. I don't know either.
But I can't tell me he's gone.
All right.
Yeah, and then there was a TV series, A Little Mermaid, and then there was like all these products, and there's going to be Ariel toilet paper, but and then shout out to my sister, and there's going to be He-Man toilet paper, Mortal Kombat toilet paper, but yeah, Mortal Kombat toilet paper, that was
You know what I would use?
What?
Steelers toilet paper.
Okay. That's where we're going to end it. So, yeah, next week, I'll probably do an update. I might actually do semi-pro, because we're in closer to the NBA
Basketball playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe Major League or
baseball season, it.
So I will give you an update on what we're going to do next, because to me it's up in the air. And pretty soon we're going to do a Bugs Bunny. I just think about Bugs Bunny with this. I'm Columbus Cleveland Warren, living in the city of Cleveland, in the state of Cleveland, in the United States of Cleveland. Signing off.
And we're clear.